Welcome to my cozy corner. I use my attractiveness as a chaser to buffer my weirdness. Hear me out. Well, I obviously don't feel like I'm the most attractive woman in the world. I feel like because I've always been a fucking weird person, now that I'm a lot more accepting of myself for that, I feel like I can't just come right out with it. I have to feel you out as a person and ease you into my weirdness. I'm not one of those weird people that have the moxie to just unleash all my weirdness onto you. I'm gonna ease you into that shit if I feel like you're worthy of it anyways. I was not always accepting of my weirdness. In fact, I've been made fun of, as one usually is when they are not understood by the general public. I've been made fun of. I've been misunderstood, chronically misunderstood my whole life. But I've learned to love my weirdness. And I love when other people love my weirdness too. Or at the very least are accepting of it and don't make me feel weird for being weird. At the same time, there's still some insecurity, no, maybe not insecurity, I think it's more fear. Yeah, fear like of rejection. And I feel like I counter that by trying to look as attractive as possible. So at least if I'm easier on the eyes, the weirdness will go down a little smoother. Maybe not, but that's what my logic tells me to do. Yeah, it makes sense in my head. If something is more visually appealing, you'll... What the fuck was I saying? Babies, they're great and all, but they're a lot. And not that I've ever had one personally. I'd imagine after a while it would get to be stressful and taxing and draining. And I feel like it would take every ounce of your willpower to not... I feel like because they are so cute and innocent and vulnerable, it makes you want to do everything in your power to protect them and keep them safe. And it helps when they're cute, you know? It helps that they look good. Like, you know, I'm making sense. Puppies, any small animal, you know, you're taking care of that. And they shit on the floor, they piss in your bed, fart in your mouth, you know, they do that stuff. And, you know, you don't want to do that because they're so goddamn cute. So they get away with shit, you know? So I feel like the more attractive I am, the more people are at least willing to hear me out and are willing to give the weirdness a try, you know? I don't know. That's what makes sense to me anyway.